Alright. Hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm a senior and I'm graduating this month with the class of 2025. And this year has been a year, certainly. I've learned a lot, I've been through a lot. It was kind of crazy. Some of my most daunting academic challenges was just avoiding burnout, like just overcoming the burnout actually, and just finishing up all these tests I needed, like my SAT and the rest of my EOCs. They're the most important this year because you don't get a chance to retake them. And honestly, despite all that pressure to get as good of a grade as possible on them, the thing that helped me the most was just to not stress it. Like, it's just like any of the other tests you've taken, and it's okay. Like, you'll be okay, because the biggest killer when test taking is the anxiety. You can know everything but be anxious about it and fail because you were too anxious to think clearly. And with the burnout, it's a lot, but you just have to try to, the biggest thing with that is just try to balance it. Try to balance school and work if you have a job. Try to balance your home life. Try to balance like just having fun. Having fun is so important, because then you won't feel like everything you do is school, and then you won't get as burnt out. It's like when you play the same game or eat the same food over and over again for too long, you're eventually going to get tired of it. You've been in school for 12, 13, 14 maybe years. You're bound to get tired of it, and I know I was tired of it at this point. You just have to balance it with other things, and it'll be so much better if you just remember to maintain that balance. And it's so difficult, but you've got this. My greatest resources was definitely just building a community, just being open and communicative to your teachers and your staff and your friends and your family, and just having that community that you know you can fall back on. It's so important, because the last thing you want is to feel alone. If you're struggling, you don't want to feel like you're alone. You want to make sure that you have people you can talk to and go to and figure it out with your community, with your group of people. On my worst days, like on my worst days of school, I mostly just need to be reminded that it's okay, that everything is gonna be okay. And I know that's so stereotypical and stupid, but sometimes, like, it's your senior year, it can feel like it's all or nothing, and you feel like you have to be perfect and do everything right because it's your last chance. Like, you don't get a redo. But at the end of the year, like, at the end of the day, you don't get to redo anything. Like, everything is your first and last chance to do it. And like you don't get to retry life. You don't get to redo a whole year. It's complicated, like, but just don't stress it too much. Like, at the end of the day, this one day you're having in your senior year, when you're 30, 40, you're not gonna remember it. It's not gonna affect you. You're fine. Whenever I'm feeling like overwhelmed or just scared or upset, just remind yourself that you've been doing this for 12 years, and look at where you are now. You're graduating soon. Like, you're about to be 18 years old. You're no longer a minor. If you go to jail, they can try you as an adult now. Like, you're not grown, but legally you're not a child anymore. Nobody is holding your hand, and nobody, like, you have to take care of yourself. You have to be there for yourself. And you at the end of the day, you can have that community, you can have all these people around you to support you. Having a good relationship with yourself, believing yourself, you are the strongest thing you have. You are the only consistent thing you're gonna have in your life. People come and go. You're always gonna have yourself. You build your own foundation. Nobody else can do that for you. You've got this. You're okay. And that's the biggest thing, like, that I feel like you can tell yourself at the end of the day. Like, if you're struggling, just remind yourself that you are responsible for your feelings. You are responsible for your actions. You are responsible for your future. And you have to do with that, like, what you will. Like, whatever happens is up to you, and that's just an important thing to keep in mind. And I know that can sound scary, but I promise it's not as scary as it sounds, because that means your outcome doesn't rely on somebody else. It's not as unpredictable as you may feel it is. When you take on all that responsibility, yes, it's a lot of pressure, yes, it's overwhelming, but that also means you can do anything. You can do anything and everything that you put your mind to. And that's so that's so much pressure, but that's also so freeing, because you are in control of yourself. Nobody decides what you can do except for you. And that's just such an important thing for me to remind myself, and such an important thing for me to hear. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing year, and good luck.